Namaste to all. Hi, hello. Hope you are preparing well. And in the last video relating to the issue of shares at premium, there was some error while recording the technical error while recording the video. We discussed entire problem. In the last, there is one entry relating to the share final call. First, we will write the due entry for the share final call. Due, so due entry will be equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account. यहाँ पे फिर से कॉल आया, capital account, equity share capital account will be the general entry. And when final call amount is received, bank account debit to equity share, again print mistake, final call money we are receiving, so final call, so it is not first. So as per the earlier video, this was the thing which I was explaining, but it is not recorded properly. So let us see the next question. Next concept relating to issue of shares. Calls in arrears, calls in advance, and forfeiture of shares, under subscription, over subscription concepts. So let us discuss all those things now. Let us see those concepts. What is under subscription? What is mean by under subscription of shares? Okay, so in under subscription, what happens? In under subscription, when number of shares application received is less than the number of shares offered to the public, it is under subscription. Means company has issued 10,000 shares for the public to subscribe. Issue हुआ 10,000, but public subscribed only 8,000. So what is the issue? 10,000, subscribed 8,000, so remaining 2,000 lesser. Okay, share applications received lesser than the number of shares offered to the public, means this is offered is 10,000, subscribed is 8,000, 2,000 whatever is less, that is called as under subscription. Acha. In case of new companies, sometimes it happens because for new companies there will not be much interest in the public, so public may not be interested in buying those company shares. Sometimes there will be over subscription when number of shares applications received is more than the number of shares offered to the public is over subscription. Similarly, over subscription means application received are more than the applications received are more than the offered. Okay, suppose company is issued same 10,000 shares but public applied for 15,000 शेयर्स, सब लोग मिलके अप्लाई कर दिए 15,000, एक्सेस एप्लीकेशंस रिसीव्ड 5,000, दिस इज ऑफ दिस इज सब्सक्राइब्ड, सो 5,000 एक्स्ट्रा सब्सक्रिप्शन हो गया, that O is called as over subscription. What company will do? Company has option, either reject the excess application, जितने ज़्यादा आए, अपने पास 10,000 शेयर है लेकिन आए 15, so 5,000 excess applications company will reject, वापस दे देते उनके पैसे उनके. Make pro rata allotment means suppose a person has applied for 2,000 shares, say he has applied for out of 15,000 he has applied 3,000 shares. He is applied for how many shares? 3,000 shares he has applied. What company is having? Company is having only 10,000, but how much received? 15,000. So what they will do? 10 by 15 they will do. Okay, उनके पास कितने शेयर है? 10,000 शेयर ही है. कितने एप्लीकेशन आए? ज़्यादा आए ना, तो क्या करते? रेशियो प्रो रेटा बेसिस पे दे देते. ओके, मीन्स हाउ मेनी शेयर्स दे कैन गेट? वेट अ मिनट, आई विल टेल यू. सो 3 1s 3 5s 15, 5 1s 5 2s. okay, if he has applied for 3,000 shares, he will receive 2,000 shares under pro rata allotment. What? Pro rata allotment. Okay, this is called pro rata allotment. Sometimes company has another idea, partially refund the amount and other applications pro rata allotment is made. थोड़े लोगों को वापस दे देते, बाकी को प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंट करके भेजा देते, शेयर्स इश्यू कर देते. दैट इज द थिंग. ओके, कॉल्स इन एरियर्स. एनी अमाउंट which has been called or demanded by the company from the shareholder but not paid by the shareholder till the last date mentioned is called as calls in the call letter is called calls in arrears. We make calls na, application, allotment, फर्स्ट कॉल, फाइनल कॉल, ऐसा करते. तो आपने 2 रुपये मांगे, उन्होंने नहीं दिए. कंपनी हैज डिमांडेड ए कॉल बट they are not paid in time, then it will be considered as calls in arrears. Company can charge interest on this at the rate mentioned in the articles of association, AOA में. If in AOA you write 5% interest, then you will charge 5% or maximum 10%. You cannot mention 15% in AOA. Not more than 10% you can mention. You can mention lesser but not more. Please remember. Similarly, कुछ लोग अच्छे रहते, पैसे वाले, so जिनके पास ज़्यादा पैसे हैं वो कॉल करने से पहले ही पे कर देते. Any amount paid in excess of what they has asked to pay is called calls in advance. आपने फर्स्ट कॉल मांगा 2 रुपये और फाइनल कॉल का भी 2 रुपये है. एक शेयर होल्डर है, ओके, मिस्टर रिच एक शेयर होल्डर है. उन्होंने क्या कर दिए? ये फर्स्ट कॉल का पैसे भी दे दिए, ये फाइनल कॉल का भी अपन पूछने से पहले दे दिए. He has made before we asked. Okay, then it is called as calls in advance. Calls in advance, it will be transferred to that separate account and company will pay interest mentioned in the articles of association, maximum 12% as per the table F. This is what calls in arrears, calls in advance. There is one more concept called forfeiture of shares, which is very important one, which will come in the exam also. Whatever we are discussing theory part also will come in the exam, so that is why I am explaining all this. So let us see firstly about what is forfeiture, or some people will call it as forfeited. Forfeiture or forfeited, everything is same. This terminology पे नहीं, concept पे ध्यान दो. If any shareholder fail to pay amount on any call, his money is forfeited or withheld by the company. This is called forfeiture of shares or forfeiture of shares. Forfeited Forfeiture of shares refers to cancellation or termination of membership of the shareholder by taking away shares and rights of the membership. एक shareholder Mr. Poor, he has applied for shares in a company for 1000 shares, on which he has to pay 10 rupees, application 2 rupees, allotment 3 rupees, and 3 rupees first call, 2 rupees final. Like this he has to pay. He has paid application and allotment, but he has failed to pay first call. Company send the notice to him, you have failed to pay, we have kept in calls in arrears because you haven't paid the call money. Okay, then company again sent another notice call saying, if you won't pay your money of call, we will withheld forfeit your shares. उनका जब्त कर देते. They will take back the shares issued to the shareholder. This is called as cancellation or termination of membership and withholding the shares by the company of the shareholder. Okay, so what is the procedure for this? What is the accounting treatment for this, that we have to see in case of forfeiture of shares? This will be the general entry. Share capital account debit, various calls in arrears account to share forfeiture account. Suppose I just said na, एक बंदा है, he has not paid the money. See here, there is one question also. Mr. Ram holding 10 shares of 10 rupees each, 2 rupees application, 3 rupees on allotment, but could not pay 3 rupees on first call. His shares were forfeited by the directors. The final call is not made yet. Give general entries in the books. See, how much, what is the share value? 10 rupees is the share value. How many shares he is having? 10 shares into 10 rupees. It will be 100, we will write here. Various calls in are calls in errors. अभी इन्होंने कौन सा कॉल का अमाउंट पे नहीं करा, वो लेना है. Suppose both the calls has been made, final and first call both has been made, but he has not paid the amount. So how much he has paid? He has paid application and allotment. Okay, application and allotment मिला के, दोनों मिला के कितना, 2 plus 3, 5 rupees he has paid. 10 into 5, 50 rupees will come here. Remaining 50 unpaid will be in calls in arrears account. Okay, but here in this question it is mentioned differently. They didn't not made the final call. Please see here what will be the solution. What is the call till now made? Application 2 rupees. Wait a minute. Application 2 rupees, allotment 3 rupees, and first call 3 rupees. Total 8 rupees. So number of shares into 8 rupees will be debited. Share first call or calls in arrears account, because that is only not paid by Mr. Ram. So 10 into 10 shares into 3 rupees, it will be 30 rupees. Then forfeiture, that is out of 10 rupees till now how much he has paid? 2 plus 3, 5 rupees he has paid. It will be 50 rupees. This is what will be done in case of forfeiture of shares. Company can reissue the forfeited shares. Okay, we will see one thing relating to that also. Reissue of forfeited shares. see here, reissue of forfeited shares. जो shares forfeit कर लिए company, it is going to reissue those shares to another people. राम ने शेयर्स के पैसे नहीं दिए तो सीता को सेल कर दिए, मीन्स शेयर्स हैव बीन सोल्ड टू सीता. गलत मत सोचो यार, फिर ऐसा कैसे सेल कर देते हो. की कंपनी हैज द राइट टू sell those shares to another person. Forfeited shares can be issued to some investor. This is called as reissue of shares. When shares are reissued at par, bank account debit to share capital. Generally, when forfeited shares are reissued, it will be issued at one time for one time payment itself. If it is 10 rupees value, application allotment like that, it will not be. Entire amount they have to pay only once. So bank account debit to share capital account for reissue. If reissue is made at premium, 10 rupees is the face value, but you are issuing at 12 rupees. Okay, 2 rupees premium, 10 plus 2. So then bank account debit to share capital account to securities. 2 rupees securities premium, 10 rupees face value into number of shares we will do, and 12 rupees into number of shares will be the bank amount. Sometimes reissue will be at a discount. This is very important thing, and most of the cases he will ask in the exam like this only. Okay, most of the times this is only will be asked in the exam. So reissued at a discount. Original shares cannot be issued at discount as per the Companies Act, but forfeited shares can be reissued at discount. Please remember this point. Okay, suppose share value, face value is 8 rupees. Okay, you have forfeited the shares after paying 5 rupees. He has not paid remaining 5, so you have forfeited. Again you are selling those forfeited shares to someone else for 8 rupees. What is the share value? 10 rupees, but you are selling it 8 rupees. So remaining amount will be whatever forfeited amount is there, from that they will take 2 rupees from the forfeited, because already इससे पहले दूसरे के पास, suppose X is there, Y is there, remember X has paid 5 rupees on per share of 10 shares, but he didn't pay the remaining, so you have taken back the shares, and whatever 50 rupees till now he has paid, that is also with the company. They are selling these 10 shares to Y at 8 rupees. Okay, so 2 rupees lesser than the face value they are selling. But in the books of account we need to show share value at face value only, not lesser than lesser. So already 50 rupees इनके पास है, this will be, you are selling at discount. 2 rupees कम पे कर रहे ना, वो 2 rupees कहाँ पे एडजस्ट कर लेते, forfeiture अकाउंट से एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं. So bank account debit, forfeiture account debit to share capital. How much? These 10 shares will be reissued into how much Y will pay? 8 rupees. Y will pay 80 rupees. Share capital 10 rupees into 10 shares, 100. Credit side. Credit side it will be 100, and forfeiture account 10 shares into 2 rupees, 20 rupees, whatever discount is there. After reissue of shares, balance related to reissue of share in forfeiture account will be profit on reissue of shares transfer to capital reserve. अभी 50 रुपीज था ना, ₹50 एक्स ने पे करे 50 रुपए, वो कंपनी के पास है, उसमें से 20 रुपए जब वाई को शेयर्स कम में बेचे तब यूज कर दिए. बैलेंस इन फोर फीचर अकाउंट इज हाउ मच? ₹30. That will be transferred to capital reserve. This entry also you need to write. Okay, here ends the concept of calls in arrears, calls in advance, and forfeiture and reissue of forfeited shares. Hope you have understood. If any doubt, make a call to me. I will help, because this is very important in advance accounting. So सीखते रहो, सीखना बन तो जीतना बन. जय हिंद.